can't submit your taxes because you're too busy drinking from juice boxes, that's certainly not something that's healthy. Mm-hmm.
So there are people, I guess they pretend that the person's under 18 and stuff. Is there any?
And I want to complicate this a little bit.
Yeah.
So there are forms of kink that have nothing to do with sex whatsoever, and there are a number of people, probably the majority of people, that are role playing these roles under 18 for whom it's not a sexual thing at all. These are folks who like want to spend a Saturday morning like coloring with crayons and watching Saturday morning cartoons and drinking from juice boxes. And a lot of those are folks that are experiencing a lot of stress over the pressures
But
of being an adult.
why is that kink?
So for them it's kink because they're taking on a role that's actively not themselves and is something that they might be engaging in with an intimate partner. So not something that's necessarily sexual, but something that might involve a lot of cuddles with a partner that they take on as like a daddy or a mommy role, for example. So it certainly involves like roles and playing with power in an intimate context. And certainly would be something that falls outside of what we might typically think about as intimate norms, which is how I think about kink, as things that fall outside of intimate norms. But so that the vast majority of people that are doing that kind of play, it's usually called littles play, they're not doing it in a sexual context. There are people that are doing something called dark age play, and that's usually people that are role-playing some kind of molestation. Some of them are people who have actually experienced a real molestation in their own lives and are engaging in it in the same way that someone who's a sexual assault victim might be engaging in it to reclaim some of their power, that it's something they know that they can stop if they want to, it's something they can feel like a powerful person that can get through anything. So there's some of the folks who are doing it in that way. For some folks, they see children as like deeply, deeply vulnerable kinds of people. And so it may have to do with their own feelings about vulnerability and invulnerability and the stresses they experience around that. For some people, it can be about feeling too old and like trying to reclaim some sense of youth that they might feel like they've lost. So there's lots of different reasons that exist for why people are engaging in these things. And I think that there are healthy ways and unhealthy ways to engage in it.
What's an unhealthy way in relation to kink?
Sure, if you don't talk to your partner beforehand and just immediately start calling them a little girl, that would probably not be healthy. Likewise, if you are engaging in it in a way that doesn't allow you to function as a basic adult in your daily life, if you can't submit your taxes because you're too busy drinking from juice boxes, that's certainly not something that's healthy. The vast majority of kinky people are engaging in this stuff in very healthy ways and are highly functional people. But yeah, if you can't deal with basic adult responsibilities, that would be an unhealthy way to deal with it. If you are mixing it together with some sort of thing that impairs consent, so like drugs, that would certainly be an unhealthy way to do it. If there's a highly coercive element to the relationship, if they have control over your bank account because you're a 14-year-old girl and you can't have your own bank account or something, right? There's a coercive element there that may make that relationship non-consensual if there's no way to get out of that.